Hey, welcome to Screenplay Junkie. My name's Drew Helmick, and I love screenwriting and everything there is about movies. But before anything makes it to the screen, it always begins with text on paper. So if you're a fellow addict of film and storytelling, join my brothers, Matt and Brian, and I as we take a look at various types of screenplays, short stories, and other source material that were crucial to the creation of the stories we all love. There will be spoilers, though, so I do recommend being familiar with the title that's being discussed. Sound good? All right, then let's get started. Welcome back, fellow story addicts, to Screenplay Junkie, episode 63. Drew, Matt, and Brian here, and today we have The Wrong Missy.
Yes, we do. The wrong. Not the right, the wrong. Don't want to get that mixed up there.
No, you don't. You would not want to do that, because that would be wrong.
It's another Netflix Adam Sandler produced movie we're doing here today. I mean, how many is he up to at this point? I feel like he's going to be in the hundreds of Netflix original movies before the time he dies.
He's got like the A to Z. You can probably like affiliate a movie A through Z with him. You know,
I wonder what his process is, because he didn't write this movie. Like, we'll get to the info on like who's behind this stuff, but he didn't write the movie. So I'm just like wondering, like, do scripts just come across his desk and like one desk is like real and then the other one just says Netflix? Like, there is no junk drawer. Like, all the junk just goes to the Netflix pile.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. He must have had some sort of a movie deal with Netflix with his production company.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know what, like, they probably signed to make X amount of movies, maybe 10, maybe 15. I don't know what they're at now.
Jeez.
But we're going to get more of them. That's a guarantee. Like, there's like 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and Adam Sandler Netflix movies.
Yes. I don't even think I've seen any of them.
Any of the Netflix films?
Ridiculous 6, I've watched that one.
No.
I think I got through like half of it.
I couldn't get through The Do-Over.
I didn't see it.
And I'll say this later. The Do-Over was written by the same guys that did the last. No, I was going to say The Last Missy, The Wrong Missy.
Yeah,
I keep doing that.
I keep saying The Last Missy. I think I implanted that.
The Last Missy sounds like a badass action movie where like this girl named Missy has to like avenge her whole family or something. The Last Missy, coming to theaters this fall. It's The Wrong Missy, though.
Yeah, it's The Wrong Missy.
I mean, you have this here, Drew. I think you wrote it. Have you guys ever texted the wrong person who's like shared a name? So like you thought you were texting someone else, but you texted the wrong person. Have you ever done that?
No.
Not in like that context with a different name, but thinking I'm in the right text thread. But I've just been in like, let's say like a friend group chat, and I'm like texting somebody else. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? You know, and then it's just like totally the wrong group chat.
Is that how you say what's up to people? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to roll back.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
It's a good way to greet people.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Just completely change how your voice sounds,
Yeah.
and then just go back to your normal voice. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I've never like accidentally
no
texted
same name,
like the wrong name of someone. I feel like I mean, that it seems like it's hard to do. Like, the only way you could do that is if you were like drunk, to me, like a drunk text.
Yeah.
Okay. True.
Just
Which
like,
those happen.
just like at like 2 a.m., just like firing off to every like girl on your phone. Just
Everybody
just going nuts.
Everybody can relate to that at some point in their life, I would say. But I mean, I would say no. I've never texted somebody who shares someone's name, who has a shared name, because usually you put the last name when you in your contacts, so you know who you're talking to.
True.
So that helps a little bit.
It'd be tough if you had like a lot of Steves and you only put Steve. You didn't put anything else following it.
You guys ever met someone that just like doesn't save numbers? Like, if you look in their recent texts, it just like has the numbers and no saved, like named.
No.
I have a friend who just is too lazy to like save people's numbers.
It's terrible.
That sounds awful.
Are you that one number that ends in like 81 or?
374? Oh yeah, that's Matt. Okay, I know that. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Oh, but I was gonna say too. You guys know anyone named Missy in real life? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends named Missy.
I do not.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Huh.
Nice, Drew.
It seems like more of an old name.
Wow.
It seems like more of an old timey name to me.
Or like
I guess
short for something.
Melissa. I think it's short for Melissa.
It could be, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, why did we pick this movie, though?
I don't know.
We kind of just did.
There was really no thought to it.
I mean, I feel like this is something a lot of people have seen. I mean, Netflix has taken over the game with everything that's going on. People are watching more TV, more Netflix, and I'm sure this has been popular on there.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like I heard it was a popular comedy, and it was relevant, so why not, right?
And, I mean, we all like the guys that are in this movie, like the comedians, the actors. Mm-hmm. Lately, I think we all know that they've just been pumping out. Like, these Netflix movies aren't great, but I wanted to give it a shot, and we haven't even watched it yet, so
right.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I guess we should have prefaced that. We haven't watched the movie yet, so we're going to make some predictions and talk about kind of just some face value stuff. And we're just watching the movie. This is a movie review. We're not reading a screenplay or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. But you say we, but I have seen this.
Oh.
It's been a while.
How long ago?
Okay.
This movie came out, it says it came out, this year. It did come out this year?
Yeah. To be honest, maybe like either a few weeks or a month after it came out.
Okay.
That was pretty relevant when it came out.
Okay.
Well, it came out on May 13th, 2020, so only a few months ago. I thought it was going to be longer ago. I thought this was like over a year ago. God. Time has been going by, I guess, just slow. I don't know. Whatever. The Wrong Missy, right? It's got a 5.7 out of 10 by users on IMDb. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 34% on the tomato meter and a 51% audience score.
Very nice.
So I guess half the people like this movie that see it.
Okay.
Half.
Okay.
Here's the logline. Tim thinks he's invited the woman of his dreams on a work retreat to Hawaii, realizing too late he mistakenly texted someone from a nightmare blind date. Man, I stumbled through that. Ugh.
Freaking
right.
Tim.
Ooh.
I mean, off that, though, I feel bad for Spade, you know? You get the wrong text, and then...
Yeah, he thought he had the right Missy, and then he ended up with the wrong Missy.
Yep.
Although, wouldn't you... So if you... Like, a girl shows up to the airport, and it's now who you're expecting to go on a vacation with you, aren't you just going to be like, hey, this isn't right. Like, I didn't want you here. Like, you're not getting on this plane with me.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I would just be like, no.
So we'll see how that happens then in the movie.
Yeah,
David Spade, I bet he just plays another like nerd, just like this quiet, passive character who's like, you know, always getting bullied.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Sarcastic.
That's like
probably
his go-to character.
Yeah.
This movie was directed by Tyler Spindel, and it was written by Chris Pappas and Kevin Barnett, who I said earlier had written that earlier Netflix movie produced by Adam Sandler, The Do-Over.
You say Kevin Garnett?
No, Kevin Barnett.
Oh,
yeah, close.
Okay.
I was going to say, I'm like, geez, NBA basketball player?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Kevin Garnett was in Uncut Gems. Now he's writing movies. The Adam Sandler ties are there.
If Kevin Garnett had written this, that would be insane.
That would be amazing.
What a talented guy, right? Man. All right, so starring in the movie was David Spade, Lauren Lapkus, Nick Swardson. There's all kinds of like Adam Sandler goons in this.
For sure.
Typical.
Makes sense.
Like Rob Schneider, John Farley, Jonathan Logran. I don't know. I know he's in The Waterboy. He plays the guy with like the crossed eyes in Waterboy.
Oh, yeah, that dude. Got it.
There's even a guy named Jared Sandler in here, so he's somehow related to Adam Sandler. And his wife is in the movie, Jackie Sandler.
Nice.
Of course.
And some other guy named Jeff Pearson. I don't know. He's in it. I don't really know. Who that is. Oh, yeah. Sarah Chalk, too. She was in Scrubs.
Chalk.
Sarah Chalk. She also voices the mom in Rick and Morty. I know that.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'll say Lauren Lapkus is pretty funny. I first was introduced to her on a podcast actually called Comedy Bang Bang with Scott Aukerman. It's a comedy improv character type podcast, and she's pretty good in it.
I think she's probably one of the best. I mean, at least I see her on like Instagram. I see clips like little things like that, and I would say she's probably one of the best like improv comedians out there. Yeah, it's like her, like Paul F. Tompkins, like that kind of crew.
Yeah,
those guys are really, really funny.
Yeah,
and they're not like mainstream, like in a bunch of movies and shit, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I think Lauren. Though the first movie that I saw Lauren Lapkus in was in Jurassic World.
Oh right, it's a minor role, like a very
yeah.
She plays like a role in like the control room or something, right?
Yeah.
Brian, is there any trivia for this movie?
I mean, it was real short of what I checked, but you kind of said it when listing the cast. Adam Sandler's wife, kind of cool. I mean, it's got the whole Sandler family in it. Daughters
His
and all
kids
that.
are in it?
Yeah, of course, like you said, John or Jack, Chris
oh,
Farley's
man.
brother. He's in it.
This plays entirely to my theory, that I'll get to it later. The fact that he invited his family to be in the movie, okay, all right, go ahead.
And Vanilla Ice makes an appearance, so look out for that.
Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, great.
But yeah, not
Looking
much.
forward to that.
Not much of fun facts or anything cool.
Okay.
Just kind of cast related.
All right, the only other thing I want to mention just on like just basic info on this movie is the budget. We don't know how much they spent to make the movie. It's just not available online. Like I looked for a solid minute and a half and I couldn't find it. So
wow,
it doesn't exist.
Maybe it was worth $1 million billion and they didn't want to release that.
Then I don't think Netflix would have made much money.
I'm going to say a budget right around wherever the do-over was.
Okay.
I mean, that's a wild guess. We will never know for sure unless we actually find it.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much.
Wow.
Okay. All right, we can't find it. Whatever, we'll move on. That's okay. I wouldn't even guess because I wouldn't even know what to guess. So let's just get to some predictions. Do we want to move in that direction?
Yeah,
Are we good to move there?
Let's make some guesses.
So yeah, we're here. We haven't seen it yet, other than myself. But we're gonna make some. I'm gonna make some.
Well, why don't you ask us the questions and then we'll answer?
Yeah,
because you already know.
And maybe you could guide our predictions in the right direction or possibly the wrong direction.
Sure.
Okay, so this movie titled "The Wrong Missy." Who do you think would be the right Missy?
She's gonna be perfect. Like she's gonna be the girl of David Spade's dreams.
Okay,
and he's gonna blow it.
Okay,
probably the wrong Missy.
That makes sense, but
okay.
I'm more concerned about
on that one.
I'm more concerned about how does he meet the right Missy? How does he know who she is? Do they meet at a pumpkin patch? Do they meet in a spin class? Where did they meet?
Okay.
I don't know. That's a great question. Where would I make like a couple meet if I was writing a story? Probably an aquarium. You know, maybe they're checking out the sharks.
Maybe like Christian Mingle or Farmers Meet, something like that.
I think they met on like I think David Spade's like telling a story on like a radio station or something, and then she like listens.
Are
to
you
the
doing
radio
Joe Dirt? You're doing Joe Dirt.
Wow.
God damn it.
Very good.
Okay.
I haven't seen that movie. in a while.
But on a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying do you think this Missy will be?
Knowing Lauren Lapkus, I'm going to go 10 out of 10. She's going to be so annoying, over the top, but it's going to be funny because she is funny.
For sure.
I'm gonna ride that train with you. I'm gonna go 10.
And just off her character, I might give you. There's a special power that she wields.
She possesses?
That she
A
possesses.
power? She's a
Special power.
super
Not a
power.
super. She's not
Okay, good. I was
like
she's
a
not a
talent?
fire breather. Or
Is she
anything
like a-
that. She's got like a, something about her.
okay. What's your guess, Matt? What do you think her talent is?
Something. Yeah.
I'm going to go like finance. Like she's just a stock market
Finance.
wizard. And like
Okay.
David Spade, halfway through the movie, finds out that she's just killing the NASDAQ like every week. And he's like, oh, she's a millionaire. Like, oh, okay.
Maybe he has
I
some
can
money
deal with this.
problems, and that's how they get together.
True.
Oh, yeah. She just starts doing his taxes every year.
Yeah,
And they
maybe.
become friends.
Probably. I'm gonna just go with.
Isn't it almost. Wait, never mind.
I'm gonna say she's a ventriloquist.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
she's-
not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
You made me
it's
pretty
probably one of the
That's
worst.
kinda creepy, I'm
One of
not
the
gonna lie.
worst guesses you can have, but
That
that's
sounds
what came to mind first.
Really
Ventriloquist.
creepy.
So just think typical rom-com here. Like, what's the formula? Like, what are we thinking? Are we thinking David Spade and Lapkus are just gonna?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes. He's going to end up with the wrong Missy. I think we all know that, right?
Yeah, I mean the basic.
Don't tell us.
The
Don't tell
arc
us,
set
Brian.
it.
I'm not gonna tell you.
I mean the arc kind of set it in the log line where he mixes somebody up. So this chick comes along. He freaks out that he invited the wrong person. They hate each other. There's a lot of conflict, and then by the end of it, they figure out they love each other.
Wow.
In front.
I hope we're proved wrong. Hopefully it doesn't work out.
Should we even go watch it? I feel like you just told me everything that's going to happen.
Let's hope their relationship doesn't work.
Will it turn
Prove
into
us
a horror
wrong.
film? I don't know.
Will it be a horror film? Oddly enough, I think Sandler's coming out with another Netflix movie that is a horror film. It's like it's like coming out on Halloween or something.
Herbie Halloween or Hubie Halloween.
Yeah,
I
he
believe.
plays the same character from like The Waterboy. He's basically like Bobby Boucher, and he's like the boy who cried wolf in this town. Whenever he calls the cops, no one believes him. But then like some monsters in the town, and no one believes him.
okay.
And he has to save the day. I'm gonna
sounds
watch
kinda
it.
cool.
I'll probably watch that.
It sounds cool, man.
Yeah.
So from the cast that we've seen and read, we got Nick Swardson and Rob Schneider. What kind of roles do you think they're going to be holding from
wait,
previous
hold on.
experience?
Nick Swardson and Rob Schneider. In every
Ridiculous.
movie I've ever seen them in, they're always like this weird ass character.
They're always weird as hell, dude.
Except when Rob Schneider was in The Benchwarmers, he played a really normal guy.
Or like Deuce
Yeah.
Bigelow. He's pretty weird, that one.
Yeah, the Benchwarmers is definitely Rob Schneider's simplest character.
Definitely.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you got Nick Swardson out here being freaking
Lotion Boy.
Lotion Boy, and then Bucky Larson.
Bucky Larson, yeah, right.
Okay.
Born to be a star.
He's got a whole, yeah.
Based on the two, we have a picture of Rob Schneider. Like I see just when I Googled The Wrong Missy, and he looks like he's just going to be like ridiculous in this. He's got like goggles on his head.
So here's my prediction: Rob Schneider will be crazy. Nick Swardson is going to be very tame in
He's
this
going to be the
one.
normal guy?
Yes.
Okay.
And for Adam Sandler movies in these movies, excuse me.
That was so redundant.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't know where I was going with that one. But do you think this is just a money heist for them to go on some vacations here? Because we did some research and found some other movies that they go on some pretty extravagant areas
just
film.
Look back at Adam Sandler's more recent movies. Like I wrote a few of them down here. Just go with it, right? Goes on vacation in that one. It's like an exotic location for filming. Murder Mystery. He goes on vacation with Jennifer Aniston. The Do-Over. Him and
Vacation.
What's the guy? David Spade. They go on vacation again. Like. And then Blended, him and Drew Barrymore go on vacation. Don't forget about 50 First Dates. The other time he went on vacation with Drew Barrymore to Hawaii. But
there's a lot.
That's actually a good movie, though, 50 First Dates.
Do they always go to Hawaii? This movie takes place in Hawaii, right?
Oh, it does.
The one we're about to watch?
It
must really like Hawaii.
May. I mean, we'll find out.
They're grounded in Hawaii.
We are taking predictions, so that's a prediction.
Okay.
And the final one. Do you think it's going to be good or bad here?
This movie?
Off reviews, off what we've seen.
I'm going to say it's going to be bad.
All right.
I'm gonna say I probably will like a couple things. Like we'll probably laugh here and there, but overall, I'm not too optimistic. I think it's not gonna be a good film, but I'd love to be proved wrong.
Yeah, okay. I would love to be like really surprised and come back here in an hour and a half and be like, you know what, I really liked it. I just don't know if I'm gonna feel like that.
So since you saw it, Brian, don't give us a detailed explanation, but yes or no, did you like this movie when you watched it, or was it okay? Yes, no, it was okay.
I'm going to have to go with no, but it was okay.
Okay, so a double answer.
Okay.
So if I could say meh.
Okay, meh.
Wow.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, your meh might influence our viewing. That's okay.
I just want to say,
right,
too, since this movie, like, it's like a work retreat they're going on, I bet there's going to be some really weird, like, there's team building activities that like workplaces will make you do. I bet these are going to be thrown in there. I bet those scenes will be funny.
We'll see.
All right. Let's check it out. We'll be right back. Okay, an hour and a half later, and we're back here.
We sat through it. We got through it.
Did it feel like an hour and a half, or did it feel longer to you guys?
Felt a little longer.
It felt like a 2-hour movie to me. It honestly did.
I don't know why. It just did. I would agree with that.
And the further it went on, I was like wondering, I'm like, where's this going to go? Like, because this retreat has to end at some point.
Yeah.
Because it was just a weekend, right? It was just a few days.
God, a weekend in Hawaii? That's a freaking tease.
The cool area, though. The area they were in, the hotel, I guess whatever you want to call it.
Definitely gave that resort a
environment.
plug,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we can answer right from the
Very
top.
nice.
Like, is this another Adam Sandler produced movie where him and his friends just go on vacation?
Yes.
Dude, come on. You got to let it... I was going to comedically pause there. You got to give me a little timing. All right, whatever. Yes, they did. They went on vacation.
I at least hope they had a vacation if they're going to shoot there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder... Yeah, I bet this movie was shot in relatively few days. I would imagine so.
I have no clue.
Or it could be
Couple
Hollywood
weeks.
and it was like green screen and they were just in a factory. Or
That was a
whatever they're
pretty
called.
good
Like a
looking
scene.
green screen then.
Oh my
I would
gosh.
have to say.
You don't know, man. We don't know.
CGI these days is incredible. It truly is. I
Enter-
mean,
No way.
have you seen
Beautiful
Avatar?
Hawaii. Looked great.
Insert sarcasm about that. All I know is that once this movie started, my ears perked because we recognized a song from a band that we all like called Starfucker. I know if you've never heard of the
Great
band,
band.
you're like, oh, that's a weird name for an artist. Because what I mean, they're not really mainstream, so this was pretty a mainstream plug for them to be in this film.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd.
Yeah,
I would
it's a
say.
good song too. It's
Yeah. I
that's
really
why
like
it's like,
it,
all right,
yeah.
cool. Finally, they're getting some notoriety.
Yeah, it was cool. But overall, what do you guys think? Did you laugh a lot during this film?
There's good parts.
I did laugh quite a bit. Yeah,
So did I.
I feel like I was only laughing at Lauren Lapkus though, like the Wrong Missy, her character. I feel like she was drawing the laughs.
Oh yeah, totally.
But I feel like you get towards the end or towards the middle and it's just like, come on. Like she gets annoying. In my eyes, she's annoying.
She's 100% annoying as hell.
Yeah.
Like, my God. Could you imagine being around someone like that?
Oh.
It would just be like, yo, get away from me immediately. But I feel like she was the creator of most of the laughs in this movie.
Yeah, I think the most annoying part about her that sticks out to me the most was when she went into a little Hellstar
Oh, that was
character
horrible.
where she
jeez.
put the things on her eyes and then used her
The
hair as like a beard or
that
whatever.
was funny. The hair mustache was funny. Everything else about that bit sucked, though.
Yeah, I'd say like the first one was funny, and then when she kept pulling it out, it was like, oh god, stop it.
Here we go. Hellstar's back.
Right. But I do. Let's go back to our predictions though, because then that'll kind of help us with the plot of this movie. So who is the right Missy? Both of us were definitely wrong about who she was or who she is, right? Because I said they met at a pumpkin patch.
Oh, right,
No,
right,
yeah.
right. I don't even remember
You're
where I
kinda
said
close,
that.
though.
I don't know, did I have a guess? I don't know.
I don't remember
I
actually.
don't think I had a guess. I thought I'd said it would be his dream girl, and I was right.
Dream Girl, yeah.
In terms of that.
But at an
Absolutely.
airport, you know, they bump shoulders.
should I
they
say-
swap bags that are magically the same brand and color and down to the brink of the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a
basically,
girly
you know,
bag
crazy.
for David Spade to be walking around with. Just
or
saying.
a manly bag
Just saying. Oh, well.
that she's walking.
Oh, so it was a satchel. You're telling me
A
it was a
satchel.
satchel.
I don't know,
A merce.
Yeah.
but it turns out they got like everything alike in the
common.
book. Yeah, they're perfect. You know,
Yeah, they have the same book in their bag.
Same interests.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they make out in an airport janitor's closet, which is...
Who wouldn't?
honeymoon.
It's like on my definitely top 5 places that I want to to make out.
I mean, right next to the mop bucket.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least you know it's clean. You know,
I mean, the clear number one is just underground. You know, just any underground.
like a bomb shelter.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, a bomb shelter. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The
Let's
moon
talk-
is number 2 for me.
The moon.
Yeah.
In a crater.
Yep.
Zero gravity. That'd
right.
be kind of interesting.
Number
good.
3.
Nothing.
I have no more ideas.
In oncoming traffic. I'm joking.
All right. Good
That's a
God.
good one. Yeah.
Jesus.
Dangerous. Ooh, life on the edge. Making out in traffic. Number 4.
All right, no.
Jesus. So the right Missy, she won a beauty pageant, Miss Maryland.
Yes.
She's an all-American tennis player. It sounds like. So she's just spewing awesomeness from
hitting
her
on all
personality.
cylinders right here.
Yeah,
For sure.
and he loves her.
But when he goes to text her after he meets her and gets her phone number, he texts the wrong Missy,
Mm.
this Melissa girl that he went out with months back, and it was the opening scene in the movie. Which, how did you guys feel about that? Could you imagine being on a blind date and that's how it went?
It's funny. It's a good opener, you know, I guess from the song that we knew, and then just this total dumpster fire, basically, of a date.
I liked the opening. I think
It was funny.
I think I liked that the
Yeah,
most.
for sure.
It was hilarious. I mean, because the idea of sneaking out of the bathroom because your date's not going well, like that's a reality. Like people actually do that. So
Just dip out the back door, yeah. Or
watching
through the
it-
window.
watching him like trying to sneak out and then getting caught by her as she like slid underneath the
stall.
bathroom door.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Yeah, that was good. I did enjoy that. I just didn't understand it. I know it's a movie, but what irks me is when he texts her on accident. If he never wanted to talk to her again, why don't you just delete her phone number or block her?
So what happens
Like,
is
come on.
she texts him. She's like, hey, it's Melissa. And he just assumes that it was the,
He
the
did
right
that?
Missy, yeah, that texted him from the airport.
He still should have should have got rid of that.
Like
Whatever.
blocked her number or something.
But then we wouldn't have a movie.
yeah, sure.
Exactly.
It happens.
So I think we talked a little about on a scale of 1 to 10 how annoying will she be. We said she was annoying, but do you think you stay at the 10?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She,
for
she
sure.
was the top of the top of the line. Yeah,
Right.
annoying as hell.
Yeah. And this movie followed a typical rom-com formula. Yes, they hate each other. David Spade and Lauren Lapkus' characters.
Did she hate him though? I feel like she was just in love with him the entire time.
Well, at the end, she hates him. She
Right.
won't. She doesn't want to get back with him.
Because
Yeah.
she finds out that she was the wrong Missy.
Right.
But it's, I guess, like she finds out at the end that she's really not supposed to be there. But I feel like David Spade throughout the movie's like trying to get rid of her, and she's just oblivious to this.
absolutely.
throughout the whole film.
Yeah.
True.
But again, it's
And
our
then-
movie here, and this is what's being established and how David Spade like evolves to like her throughout the movie.
Which
Yeah.
also makes no sense. Like
Yeah.
everything you just said makes no sense, but it is this movie just because it is a movie. Like the example that you just gave of how David Spade, like how does he end up liking her when she's so crazy at first, right? Like how could you really end up liking a person like
Yeah.
that? That's telling you that they love you after they meet you like 2 minutes ago. And then just like her, like why would she get so hurt by that? If at first he was like just treating her like shit, honestly.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden warmed up to her. I don't know. The whole thing is funny.
Well, what's even the reason why David Spade starts to fall in love with her is
Because,
I thought it was because
the hypnotism.
Like she makes his boss hypnotize in order to give him a promotion.
Was that your guys' guess that I said at the beginning of the show here when I was like, "What's her secret
superpower?
Her superpower, secret little."
Well, I said that she was a ventriloquist.
You're kind of close though. It's a little bit hypnotism, ventriloquism. It has like the ISM.
Okay.
You know, you
Yeah.
get-
Yeah,
No,
the
no.
ISM.
I
yeah.
guess she was a financial wizard, and that was not true at all.
I thought
Oh,
I
no,
thought
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
those-
going to be true because this was it was some sort of business thing, and I remember there was a sign that was talking about credit. So I was like, oh, maybe she is in the finance world.
Right? No.
Yeah.
But everything else she was in, though, she was like an EMT. She was a marriage counselor.
Right.
A ton of other things.
Just a ton of stuff. I don't remember.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
She's certified. Very certified.
Yeah.
Like that part likable, but overall, like human interaction, definitely not likable.
She was so loud.
Yes.
Very loud, colorful. Reminded me a little bit of Jim Carrey, like a Jim Carrey character.
Sure.
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
I could see that.
Just like off the wall.
Goofy.
Wait, so I have a question. So if David Spade started to fall in love with her, let's say because she hypnotized his boss in order to get him a promotion, and then once she hates him, then he quits his job.
So he didn't really get anything out of that.
So
Yeah.
you're saying she hypnotized David Spade?
No.
Wait. Whoa.
Do
I thought that's where you were going.
Do we
right?
think? Would we all agree that we think that he starts liking her because she hypnotized his boss?
Yes.
Yes.
But Brian just said maybe she hypnotized him. Holy crap, dude.
I don't know.
You just opened up like, wow. I think this movie
Why
is
didn't
not-
she just do that then?
This
if she
movie is
really
not
wanted
what it
him?
seems.
True, yeah. But to answer your question, yes, he starts because he thinks he's going to get the
Promotion?
the presidential promotion of what he's getting, more money from David Spade.
And
basically.
from his explanation at the
Yeah.
end, when he's having his lovey-dovey, very romantic moment, when he like goes on that final date and steals her from Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla
epic
Ice,
moment.
Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah, but
cameo.
he tells her, he's like, "You're different than me. Like, I want to have fun. I want to cut loose." Like, that was the reason he liked her, apparently.
yeah, geez,
Yeah,
what,
that's
you
just
wanna-
different, yeah.
You want to jump off like 10-story cliffs?
That was absurd.
And
Oh,
live?
wait, all right, so you're going back to the part where she was trying to do cliff diving?
Yeah,
and she,
I'm
like,
just saying,
basically
like, he
died.
wants to have more fun, but she's doing that.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what he wants. That's what he says.
Insano.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. She should have died indefinitely. Next is Nick Swardson and Rob Schneider. Whether or not they had wacky or insane characters.
For sure. They held up. Nick Swardson, he was calm a little bit, but he showed some wackiness.
Yeah, they definitely tried to like hide the fact that he was going to turn out to be crazy because at first he seemed really normal. He's like the head of HR at this company.
Yeah.
And he seemed normal at first, but then as you slowly go on, he just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
It's funny that he had like David Spade's like emails, text messages, his whole personal life, you know?
Yeah.
He knew everything.
He like knew his password, so every time he got a text, like the HR guy Nick Swardson would see it too. So I did enjoy that. I thought that was funny.
I mean, I feel like he should be fired from the company immediately for invasion of privacy.
Yeah, 100%. But for some reason, David Spade's cool with it. I guess.
They're boys. And Rob Schneider.
What is this man's position? Like he's like the shark guide. Would you say?
I guess,
This
yeah.
resort?
Shark guide. Yeah, something like
Because
that.
he's the guy that like takes like if you want to go see a shark
In a
like,
cage.
yeah, in a cage,
Yeah.
you hire Rob Schneider.
Definitely
Which-
not the guy.
Are you
Get on
hiring a
boat
guy?
with.
Yeah, that's missing 3 fingers.
And has the permanent hang loose hand gesture on his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you hiring that guy to take you on a boat to see sharks? I don't think I'm hiring that guy.
His bits were funny. I mean, a little, definitely laughable, but I don't know.
Pretty silly. Yeah.
In my eyes, I bet that was all like improv probably on Rob Schneider's end. There was probably a lot that he was just messing around with.
For me, the best scene that he was in was when he wanted to go buy weed, but all they had were like weed products, like weed shampoo, like weed
Toothpaste.
shit like that.
Like, does it exist? No, I don't think
I
so.
have no idea, honestly. I have no
Weed
idea.
floss.
Weed deodorant.
Ooh, antiperspirant.
You'll smell great and be stoned.
Wow. Yeah, but there was this scene where Rob Schneider had that like shampoo, the weed shampoo in his hair, and they like inserted him without even like knowing he was there. And comedically, it was good. Like
Yeah,
it was
true.
really funny. And he was saying he was putting it on his pubes. Which
He reminded me kind of. I mean, he plays the same character, but in, like Big Daddy when he's like the Chinese food delivery guy.
Hey, Pulp Anonymous.
Oh, yeah.
Like just
yeah.
kind of that. But I feel like he plays that in like all of these Adam
That's his
Sandler
shtick.
films.
Yeah, that's what he does,
okay.
man.
So, I mean, who do you think was crazier? Not David Spade. Nick Swardson or Rob Schneider's character?
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I'd say Rob Schneider just because he's the shark guy, and he like was punching a shark at one point. So definitely him.
Well, it leads us into the shark scene when David Spade and his boss go into a shark cage, and then this like crazy, terrifying CGI shark approaches and starts bashing into the cage, and eventually gets into it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it was like I felt like I was watching Jaws.
It was a big shark. Yeah, definitely a big shark. It's funny how we couldn't find the budget earlier, and now we see something like this in the movie, and we're like, damn, like that must have cost like half the movie's budget right
True.
there.
Especially, I mean, just that whole entire scene in a comedy felt very, very strange to me. Especially where you had what was going on underwater, and then everybody on the boat was oblivious.
I feel like it was just another like moment too to show Missy's like because she gave the boss like CPR and like nobody else knew what to do.
Oh yeah.
So she like brought him back to life. I guess just another moment for David Spade to be like, "Oh, I like you."
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Or has a handle on some things at least.
Something, yeah, a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to the shark too, real quick, because like, imagine being a producer or like, you know, whoever got this script and was just like, okay, you know, this doesn't look too bad. Okay, like we could do this financially. This is, oh my god, there's a shark. Like, what? How are we gonna do the shark? Like, oh, we're gonna have to hire CGI. Okay, shit. Is this still a project we want to work on? Like, I imagine that could have been like a, you know, like a total,
dude.
like a deal breaker. The shark could have been a deal breaker.
Yeah, they could have been like, what's kind of...
Because the movie doesn't need it. The movie doesn't need that at all.
No, it doesn't. No. That's just, hey, this is high concept comedy, big
For
budget.
Sure. Yeah.
Keep watching. I feel like that was what they were doing there. It was just like, hey, we're going to keep you watching.
I mean, it makes sense for it to be in there. Not story-wise to me, but it makes sense for it to be there just because of everybody who's involved. It makes sense because the money will be there.
True.
To fund it. But yeah, I'm curious to know if the writers had that idea in there originally or if that was something they added in like through revisions. No idea.
It was Netflix's idea. They're like, hey, this is great, but what about a shark attack?
Yeah.
So in the end, you know, it's David Spade wins out with Missy. Is he win or lose here? Because the other Melissa was, I guess, definitely more connection to him. Is he better off going for the outgoing, action-packed Melissa or the more safe zone Melissa?
I feel like it would have been a win-win either way he would have went, but his heart was attached to the
wrong
crazier
Missy.
Melissa.
What the heart
wrong
follows.
Missy.
Yeah, I agree.
You know who lost though?
Who's that?
The right Missy who we met,
Yeah.
and David Spade's ex-fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, because she didn't even want to be with her swoosh guy anymore, right? That guy was
Wow.
a goober.
That was like the only line he had. He said it like
Swoosh.
5 times.
It was funny the first 2 times, and then once it was like the 5th,
It was
6th,
pushed.
I was like, okay.
That guy's such an idiot.
Yes, 100% an idiot. 100%. I want to mention, too, so the right Missy, right? The girl that he thought he was going to invite, the girl that had a bunch of things in common with him. When she does show up, and then he, like, rips 6, I can't even talk.
Shots.
And he rips 6 shots in front of her, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, walks on his hands over the balcony and injures himself. And he tells her, he spills the beans, oh, like, I fell in love with this other girl. Like, I got to go see her. Like, I'm sorry. And she was totally cool with it. And
right.
It's like, yo, you just flew on a plane how many hours all the way out here for this person, and you're not even upset, not even, like, slightly? I thought that was
She was very understanding.
I think it was an all paid for vacation because she got in contact with like Nick Swardson's character and other people.
Oh, so the company paid for her to fly out, you think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
I would have just had my own vacay.
Basically, I guess at that point. I mean, maybe she realized, too, just how old David Spade looked.
But he just had to break his ankle again. That was the second time. At the
That's
beginning
true,
and the end, yeah.
They didn't really, they didn't explain that either, because he was walking at the end of the movie. If he had broken his ankle
I
again.
guess they insisted months went by.
Probably.
Perhaps.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Mayhaps. Well, I think that's it, man. I don't know. I really don't know what else to talk about this one.
Final thoughts?
Sure. Final thoughts.
I probably won't ever watch this again. I really wanted to be shocked and like surprised and want to leave the movie feeling good and being like, damn, you know, that was way better than I thought it would be. And that's not how I feel at all. It was just okay. Like, Lauren Lapkus was the star of the movie. She was the only real funny person to me. Like, looking back, I'm like, was David Spade funny at all? Like, he had like few lines that actually made me laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the straight man, I guess. He was like the boring guy.
Yes.
So the laughs had to be around him, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was just like a bad movie that was kind of carried by that Lauren Lapkus girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was okay. I mean,
it's funny that you said this is the first and only time you'll watch it. I said that when I watched it.
It's
but
exactly.
I got brought back to watch it again, and it's probably the second time that I'll only watch it. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's got parts. We were laughing, we were giggling. But Lapkus' character, I understand it's the total character, but it's just too much for me. You know, she stretches, she goes on, and David Spade, a real human being, would be like, I'm out of here. Either get on a plane, or I'm staying, or you're leaving, and all that. So for that, I'm out. I'm going to have to go with 2 out of 5.
So you would have chose the other Melissa then? At the end.
Dude, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
You're 2. What are you at? How many stars you at?
What? This is a 1-star movie. You guys kidding me?
1.
Yeah, I mean, it's on par with all of Adam Sandler's Netflix produced
I said it
stuff.
in previous.
This is on par, baby.
Yeah. I've said it in previous episodes, 2 out of 5, because I appreciate they tried, you know? They get out there and they tried.
Real, participation trophy guy.
Yeah, they tried, but they're still making a lot of money though.
That's
that's
they're
the
killing,
thing.
They're killing it. There's a reason they told Adam Sandler, they're like, just make anything you want, and we'll sell it. We'll sell the shit out of it.
Those zombies will
watch it. Millions
it.
of people will watch it. Doesn't even matter if it's good.
And that's when Pixels came out.
No, but that wasn't Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Oops. The do-over. Ha. You could use a do-over. Boom, horrible joke.
Terrible.
I'm going to regurgitate basically everything you guys have already said. I probably will not watch this again. Mm-hmm. I agree that Lauren Lapkus definitely shines in this one the most out of everybody else. This one had me laughing a lot in the beginning, and then I feel like as we got used to what was going on in this movie, it fell off a little bit. It just got a little old.
It petered out. Yeah, it petered out.
100%. Yeah. If you like rom-coms, if you're a rom-com person, check it out. 1.5 stars to 2.
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into with this movie. You know exactly what you're getting into. Just a dumb little comedy. It's an hour and a half, but it feels longer.
I mean, there's room for a sequel, so I'm interested to see.
Really?
How that
Another vacation.
I'm joking.
For Adam Sandler and his friends. Let's go to Hawaii, guys.
Where are they going this time?
Netflix is paying for everything. Let's go. Nick Swardson, you want to come?
Pack your bags.
No matter what platform you're using to listen to us, I want it to be known that we're available on iTunes, YouTube, and Spreaker. You can also find us on Instagram at screenplay_junkie. If you like our content, please be sure to follow our channels so you can stay in the loop with new episodes and quick movie reviews. Feel free to give us a rating or drop us a comment on any of these mediums. Any feedback or interaction is greatly appreciated. Got any scripts you think we should read or movies we should review? Shoot us a message on our Instagram or email us at screenplayjunkie.show@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. On the next episode, we'll be bringing back the Fright Fest mini-series. With October and Halloween quickly approaching, we will be dedicating a month to the genre of horror. And to start it off, we'll be taking a look at the pilot episode of the 2011 show that still airs today, created by Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk, American Horror Story. Thank you for listening. We hope you can join us next time.